Hello there. I cannot hear you, Deborah.
Talking to myself.
Yep, you were muted. I did not realize that Debbie Arnold was the president of LOCAC.
Well, she was the vice president, so she might be the president now.
Yeah, she is. I just got their email. You're not muted.
Let's see. Who's waiting? Somebody waiting? Oh, Lynette, there she is. Hi, Lynette.
Hello. I'm glad I didn't have to update my Zoom for this one. It's like every time I go into Zoom, it seems like I have to do some update. It was kind of weird today.
I think Jim Quisenberry said he would be here. Jim Hale is not going to be here. I think that's about it. So we'll wait another moment for Jim.
Maybe he's having the same update problem I had earlier. It had to install the app all over again. That was a new one. It wasn't even just an update.
I had to do that yesterday and today on Zoom. And I thought yesterday's was going to be enough. And then tonight I had to redo it again. So
yeah, it's weird. Oh, well, we're here.
We're here.
Hopefully Jim will show up.
We'll just wait one more minute and then we'll get started. Okay, 6:03, we'll get started. Thank you all for coming. This is going to be a brief meeting. I was really late getting the agenda out and onto the website. So we're going to do a quick, introduction. Everybody here is familiar with what we do and why we do it. Roll call. We have present, I'll just call your name. You can say present. Lynette
Here.
Ternowski, Tom Cross,
Hello.
Trish,
Present.
and Jeff.
Present.
We're missing Jim Quisenberry and Jim Hale. Jim Quisenberry might join us later. We'll see. Okay, so what I wanted to let you know is that our application to Safe Trek UC Berkeley has been accepted, and we've been awarded a safety assessment, which is amazing that we're going to get this. And we're just waiting for them to contact us. The first thing that will happen is they will contact me and set up a Zoom meeting with myself and the other stakeholders. And right now the stakeholders we have are the county. Bruce Gibson's office is going to be involved. I've reached out to Public Works, and they're going to have their new planner. He's an engineer that they just hired, Jake Hudson. He's going to be involved. He is the man who will be in charge of the corridor study for the county. So they're going to toss this to him. All three of the schools, so we have the 2 elementary schools and the middle school, they're going to be involved. We've also reached out to the CSD and met with Ron Munns. So they'll be involved, assuming that they can, sort of find their way out of the, the work that they have ahead of them with everything that's happened down at Vista Court. So it's just so exciting. Oh, and one more, SLOCOG, John D'Annunzio will be there. And I think it's going to be great. We have had one comment from the public about we did put it out, a news statement out on, I think it was on the website or the outreach. And somebody in District 1 wrote in and said that they didn't want sidewalks everywhere, and they didn't want streetlights. Yeah, we don't want sidewalks everywhere either. So I don't think that's a problem, but we want to make sure that we're letting everybody know what we are doing, which is looking for safe routes to school, looking for better access for pedestrians and cyclists so we can reduce the amount of traffic on our streets and make it safer. So that's the plan. And as soon as I hear from them, I thought I would hear from them by now, but actually, I even reached out to them and said, hey, we're ready. And they said, oh, we'll get back to you. So as soon as I hear from them, I will let you know. And we'll have a Zoom meeting, and then it's kind of their process. They collect a bunch of data off of various traffic websites and, injury kind of things. So I'm sure they'll be talking to the CHP and the county about that. And then they will do an on-site visit people. They'll come and they'll look. And so, yeah, it's going to be great. So are there any questions?
I have one.
Yeah, Tom.
So there are a lot of groups in Los Osos, and I've been trying to get good contact information for all of them. Would those be people that are would those be good people to invite to that meeting with all the stakeholders?
So, like, give me an example.
Like a Rotary rep, a Kiwanis rep, someone from Los Osos Cares from the library, perhaps from the post office.
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know the answer. Maybe that's something I need to ask them. How big do they want this Zoom meeting to be? Obviously, we want the most involved stakeholders. That would be the schools and LOCAC and the county, Public Works. We definitely want those people there. But maybe the more the merrier. So let me do that. Let me make a note to reach out and see how large a group they would like to attend this first meeting. It might be that they're just gonna say, okay, this is how this works. And we're gonna be coming to you, on this type of schedule. So it may not be necessary to have a large group. Might be just more a smaller group that's going to be a working group.
Awesome.
Any other questions? Any concerns?
Now let's just get it started.
Yeah, I know. I'm really anxious to get going because it's going to be an interesting process. And one of the things that John D'Annunzio has expressed to me and also expressed to the county, just so you know, we didn't get support from the county right off the bat. And I had to go and fight for this and say, we're going to do this, whether you support us or not, we're going to do it. And I had a meeting with the county Public Works. I had in Bruce Gibson's office. It was on Zoom. And then John D'Annunzio joined, and he really was the key person that was able to push this through for us. And the reason is because he said, I really look at this as an outreach event. And so if I'm evaluating a grant, because he said, I'm going to switch hats now, I'm going to put on my evaluator hat. And he says, if I'm evaluating a grant application and I see that this community has gone through this process, that's going to mean a lot to me because it means that the community and there's a lot of outreach involved with making things happen. So that was the little nugget that pushed it over the edge. And then Bruce said, okay, I'll sign on to this. And then, once Bruce signed on, then Public Works really had no choice. They had to go along with it. And they were like, no, you don't need to do that. So big thanks to John D'Annunzio for his huge support for Los Osos and for helping us push this through, because I do see this as a way that we can raise our visibility as a community and enhance our ability to get funding for some of our projects, whether they're trail projects or proper bicycle paths or, improved intersections. I'm expecting that they're going to look at that intersection on Ramona near Sweet Springs, which it's just a terrible intersection. It seems so dangerous to me. Certainly when I pull up there and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to come out here and hopefully nobody's going to come around the line curve and get me. So, yeah, I'm expecting that that's the kind of thing they're going to be looking at and making recommendations of how to improve that and what that would look like. So I'm excited. Anybody else? Any other comments?
If people are interested, the CSD is holding a special meeting right now, started at 6 o'clock. You can go on their website to get the Zoom link. If you're interested in what they're doing about the drainage issue, so to speak.
Good. Oh, that's great. Thank you, Lynette. I appreciate that. Well, that's all I have for you is this little bit. So if there's not any questions or any other concern, oh, Tom, go ahead.
Yes. Anything you need from us as a committee?
Well, not until I know what's happening.
Awesome.
Right now, we're just on hold, but as soon as I know something, I'll be reaching out to all of you.
Awesome. Thank you for everything you do.
Yeah, you bet. Great.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, we might tune into that CSD meeting and find out what's going on there.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you all very
Thank
much. I
you.
appreciate you. Thanks for
Thanks.
showing up.
Bye all.
Bye.